Well, hello, young lady. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Why are you wearing a London shirt?
This was the only sweatshirt I could find. But yeah,
I
everything
mean,
is in the laundry.
at least I'm representing the Cup and my former team, the Avengers, and
I do have a few other cup shirts, but it's Avengers, it's Destroyers.
yeah.
I didn't know which one to wear. So
Well, of course, it'd have to be Avengers since you played with my team, and I'm your favorite, of course.
yeah, that's true.
Hey, why don't you introduce us? Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody that's going to be watching this video?
Okay. This isn't my first interview with everyone that doesn't know me. My name is Pascale. It's hard to pronounce. Most of my teammates in the Netherlands call me Toot or Toot, because that's my last name. I play for a Dutch team in the Netherlands called Onze Gezellen. Um, I have been playing for the cup. I think my first year was 2016, 2017. I'm not sure yet. I had to look it up because I wasn't sure. I've played with a few American teams as well. Yeah, and I've been visiting the cup as a player, as and also as just a visitor.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've gotten to know each other over the years, obviously. And like
Yeah,
I've said very often, and I feel like your family is my family. I
you're
love
my
you guys.
American dad.
Yes, absolutely. You're my European daughter, as I joke around
Yeah.
and say. So full disclosure, so we know each other fairly well. So tell me something from a Dutchy perspective about the
Mm.
cup that you like so well.
Well, ever since I was like a little girl, I've been coming to the cup, and I really enjoy the American girls and just get to know the other girls. And since it's an international tournament, you get to see a lot of different yeah, ways to play softball. I don't know, because yeah, and also just to share the love for the same sport and get to know each other. Meeting all of the American coaches as well.
Yeah. Um, of course, I've been there. Obviously, this will be my 14th, 15th year, something like that. Both my daughters have
Mm,
played, which I think I've said previously. And I've gotten to know so many of you guys from hanging out there. And of course,
mm,
I pretty much spend the whole entire weekend at the field. I don't
yeah.
want to leave. I like talking to my friends from over there and meeting you guys. And then of course I have to admit, I love your mom's pasta salad. She always makes
Yeah,
me pasta salad.
she will be bringing that next year.
Yes, I love it. So that's one of my greatest expectations is to make sure I get my pasta salad. So,
Yeah, you will get it. I'll
um,
make sure.
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure she'll do it anyway. But tell me something that's close there to where we play softball out. The fields. Obviously, we're playing indoors,
Yeah.
and the weather, like you and I were just talking before we started
Mm,
recording, is about the same weather-wise it is here in the middle parts of the United States that time of year.
yeah.
Tell me something close by that you would recommend people go see near the fields where we're at.
Whew. Yeah, there is a lot to choose from. Of course, you have Rotterdam, where where most of your teams are staying. Yeah, you have a lot of sightseeing things. You also can take the train to Amsterdam. I think most of the you are still going to the Anne Frank's house
Uh-huh. Yeah,
next year. Okay.
we go on. We travel to Amsterdam on Friday and spend that
Yeah.
part of the morning at Amsterdam.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you search on what to do in the Netherlands, that's basically a list of things you can do. But you can also visit like the smaller towns. For example, I live in Haarlem, which is literally like Amsterdam, but then small,
Yeah,
kind of. It's less crowded. Yeah, I think there's a lot to do.
yeah. Um, of course, being from over there, and then you've
Mm.
actually came over here to the United States and played some softball too, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah, I've played. I think it was 2017. I played travel ball in Ohio for the Ohio Roadrunners,
Yep.
and for example, Lindsay. I forget her last name because she got married. But I know her from the Roadrunners when I played in Ohio, and she's actually coming to the Cup this year again. So I'll be meeting her like after 4 or 5 years again.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, what I'm looking forward to as well.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Now you have a younger sister that plays too, don't you?
Yeah, I have a little sister. Well, she's not that little anymore, but I call her my little sister. Her name is Esme, and she plays for the Neptunus team. Yeah, the hat you are wearing. Yeah.
Well, Kurt, give me. He was harassing me a little bit because
Mm.
the last couple of times I wore my roof hat. So I
No.
figured since I'm talking to you, I better wear the Neptunus hat. So
I'll get you an Onze Gezellen
okay,
one
I
for my
appreciate
team.
that. Now, this tournament is pretty tough to win, wouldn't
Yeah,
you
it
say?
is. Mm.
And it's very competitive. I mean, it's not. I mean, this isn't like just a bunch of people that drink beer on the weekends and go play
No.
softball. I mean, this is competitive stuff.
Yeah.
And your sister's team won it last year with her
Yeah,
playing.
they did. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. What's one thing that you'd tell the American players to expect when they're playing? I mean, something about the game.
Yeah, it's a quick game. You start with a 1-on-1 count, so one ball, one strike. So you have to make sure you adjust to the count quick. And it's also hard to like hit the ball. It's not the same when you play outdoors. If you make contact, you do, you are happy if you have like one hit in one game or one hit the whole tournament, because it's very hard to like make contact with the ball and
Yeah.
place the ball, of course.
Right. Yeah, and the strange thing is, and some of the people that are coming over that have never played, and some teams from around here never play indoors. I mean, fortunately, I
Nope.
did, because our winter months are snow and stuff, so we have to play indoors time.
Yeah.
But the ball we use is actually quite a bit different than what most people are used to. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
It's kind of I like to say that after a couple games, it's almost like just taking a bunch of socks and wrapping them up, because
It's a bouncy ball.
and there's some strategy to hitting the ball too. I mean, you can't hit it as hard as you want. I mean,
No.
our hitters are going to struggle. They need to work on, line drives and hits,
just contact.
No home runs at all, right?
No.
So unless you're that fast and you can just get around the bases.
Yes.
So tell me something else that we as Americans coming over that we should know when we get there. I mean, should we be scared of anything that you know of?
No. No, like those girls don't need to be intimidated by the girls that play indoors, because like here in the Netherlands we have facilities to play indoor. For example, the competition for me is over in 2 weeks, and then we have practice indoors, so we get to use to the ball and to the indoor games. And a lot of the American girls, they never, what you said before, they have never experienced to play indoors, but you get to practice like before, and they don't need to be intimidated because of what we know. They can still play their own game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll say, I can't say that in all my years of being there that I've never met somebody or spoke with somebody that either was not super nice to me or that we didn't. I mean, I can't say there's any regrets of people that I don't like when I've come over.
No, and the younger girls, they really look up to the American girls, because they know, softball is really big in the United States, the college players. And from what I know from when I was little, I always looked up to the coaches, to you, to Kurt, to Bill, and all the other coaches, Coach Rich, and all the girls that came with these coaches, and just to talk to them, and with the little English, and yeah.
and when I say you, the Dutch people, for the most part, everybody knows pretty good English too.
Yeah, that's something that's pretty much our second language. We get taught on school. So I think I got my first English lesson when I was, I think, 10 or 11. And then
Yeah.
you start just with the basic things. And the funny thing is that we get to they learn us the British English.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's why sometimes we have a funny accent. I think I have a funny accent when I talk English, but we mix up the American with the British English a lot because
Yeah.
we watch American shows but get British English in school.
Yeah. Uh, Gosh, I just had a question that I was gonna that just hit me right there, and I lost it. So
Oh.
yeah. Oh well. Hey, remind me,
Mm.
didn't we go to the place where they like make the Stroopel waffles, like where the one of the bigger places? Didn't we
Yeah,
spend a day?
we went with my family. With you, we went to Gouda, and that's the place where the stroopwafel is invented, I guess. And we
Yes.
went to the factory where they make the stroopwafels.
Yep. And then of course I always get to go out to eat with your mom and dad usually on Friday.
Mm,
And they
mm.
always take me someplace different that I've never been, of course. And that's one of the luxuries of going over so many times. Like I said, I've got
Mm,
so many friends, and your mom and dad take care of me so well when I'm there. Like I said, that's why I feel like we're family. Uh,
mm,
but so when the tournament's over with, tell me about the championship game. I mean, when we get to that final game, what's the
mm.
atmosphere like there?
Whew, yeah, it's like you are playing a championship game. There is a lot of people that is going to watch. They really want to win, so there's really a big championship feeling. Yeah, I don't know the feeling, or I can't really describe it, but those teams that are in the finals or the semifinals, they are really competitive with each other. So they really want to win. They really want to be in the championship game.
Yeah. And the gymnasium fills up. I mean, it gets pretty
Mm,
packed in there, doesn't it?
yeah, it does, especially on the last day. Yeah.
What do you think? What would be your guess on the oldest player that plays in the tournament? Do you know? Just a guess?
I, I don't dare to say her name.
Well, that's fine. I don't want neither one of us getting in trouble.
Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the oldest player is something between 30 and 40, maybe.
Okay. Well, I know my
From the
very
Dutch players,
okay.
I know. I
Yeah.
think.
I know my first year there, like back in 2010, I believe it was, we played a team that was actually their local,
Mm,
um,
Schiedam. Yeah.
a team that was there, and their pitcher, I bet she was like 105 years old.
My mom can still play if she wants to.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no rule. I mean, there's no guidelines. Now,
Nope.
oh, that's what it was. That's what I was going to ask you.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so like you guys don't have softball at your high school or your school, do you?
No, we don't have school sports. We do have like gymnastics or like just regular sport activities when you are in school, but we have club teams. So I'm 25 and I can play for a club here in the Netherlands, and there is no age limit. What I just said, my mom could be playing, and I think she's something in her 50s. If she really wants to, she could.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was something that I found unique. One of my first trips over there was that you guys don't have a lot of I mean, really hardly any high school sport or school
No, we
sports
don't.
at all.
No. Mm,
Which was just, I mean, because we do. I mean, here in America, that's one of the things. I mean, obviously our education is very important, but then
mm,
we like a lot of people use the athletics of it to maintain their school. I mean, and you
yeah.
have certain grades to be able to play sports. You can't just play sports and get bad grades. I mean, it goes together over here. But then of course we have our club ball or our travel ball teams, similar to
Mm.
what you guys have. But typically when we get to 21, 22, 23, our girls are pretty much done playing unless
Yeah.
unless they're still playing at a high level in college still, and then
Mm.
even then they're still about done. So that's a plus that you guys get to do over there. You get to continue playing as you do.
Yeah. Mm.
So, um, well, I know it's getting late for you, and and I truly
It's okay.
appreciate you spending some time with me and talking to me. I can't wait to get over there and see you and hang out with the fam a little bit. It's one of my best times of the year to actually go over there and spend, a few days with you guys. And I mean, I'd like to spend the whole week with you guys, but
Yeah.
but unfortunately, and for the most other people, obviously it's a trip of a lifetime for them
For
to
a lifetime. Yeah.
be able to actually go. And I mean, I would have never went to the Netherlands in my life if it wasn't for this trip, or probably even Paris if it wasn't for this trip.
Yeah. Even Europe, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I
Mm.
was completely okay with not traveling like that. And now that I've done it, I love it. I absolutely love doing this. So one other little thing, I was going to mention it earlier, and we kind of got scattered onto something else. But your sister actually came over to the United States and played softball in Florida, didn't she?
Yeah, she played junior college in Florida for 2 years. And she played 1 year of university in Connecticut, if
Yeah.
I'm correct.
Yep, I think that's right. I think you're right.
Yeah,
Connecticut.
yeah, just below New York. She just yeah. So she has some experience playing in the United States. Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, Pascal, I will let you go. I appreciate you so much. I know Kurt
No
appreciates
problem.
it, and we appreciate
Yes.
the insight from everybody. One final question.
Oh.
Trick question of the night.
Uh-oh.
Tell me a place that I would recommend, or you would recommend, for people to go eat in the evening when they're not playing softball in Rotterdam.
Well, it depends what they like, but we have the Markthalle. That's basically like a big indoor market hall where you can taste all different kinds of food. We have Vapiano's, Bramladage for well, it's not French fries, but it's Dutch fries. Yeah, I don't know. I could eat everywhere if yeah.
Yeah, and we're just
I
right
don't
down,
have a specific.
and our hotel's just for Americans, just a few blocks down from Vapiano's.
Yeah,
And a lot of
yeah,
other
that's a
places
really
eat that.
nice. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I've taken enough of your time. I'll let you get going. I know it's now what,
Okay.
10 o'clock there?
Yep.
10
10
o'clock.
o'clock.
So I know as your young, beautiful age, you have to get your beauty sleep, right?
Well, yeah. I'm basically a grandma on this age, but yeah, I need to get my
Okay.
sleep.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right. Well, Pascal, I appreciate
Okay.
it. Thank you so very much.
No problem. Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, whoops. Hang on. Sorry. I stopped my video.
Oh.
Whoops. Okay. Let's see here.